Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode we did some preparations upon starting up the post game. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the growth egg so that we can get double CP and max out our Crystarium stage 10. Now in order to get the growth egg, you're going to have to take out a pretty tough enemy during Cie'th mission 55. So we're going to have to head back to Grand Pulse and start up Cie'th mission 55. And upon completing mission 55, you get the growth egg. Now the mark that we're going to be hunting is pretty tough. So on the last episode we got some great accessories. So let me quickly go over the equipment we have for our current battle team, which is Lightning, Vanille, and Fang. Alright, so for Lightning we have the Omega weapon fully upgraded, Adamant Bangle, Warding Glyph, or Weirding Glyph, Imperial Armlet, and Sprint Shoes. For Vanille we have the Nirvana fully upgraded, 2 Weirding Glyphs, a Royal Armlet, and Sprint Shoes. Finally for Fang we have Kane's Lance fully upgraded, 2 Power Gloves, Royal Armlet, and Sprint Shoes. Alright, so let me start off by saying this. Each character has their ultimate weapon and it's fully upgraded. The Adamant Bangle, fully upgraded, increases HP by 1500. Weirding Glyphs increase magic by 250 if they're fully upgraded. An Imperial Armlet increases both physical and magical resistance by 20%, meaning you will resist damage by 20%. And Sprint Shoes is auto haste. So Vanille is our magic caster, so that's why we have 2 Weirding Glyphs, increasing her magic by a total of 500, 250 apiece. Now the Royal Armlet, when transformed, it turns into the Imperial Armlet. But in order to turn the Royal Armlet into the Imperial Armlet, you need a Dark Matter. And Dark Matter costs 840,000 gil. So we don't have enough gil for now. So for now we're just going with the Royal Armlet because it increases both physical and magical resistance by 15%, which is good enough for now. She has Sprint Shoes for auto haste. Now for Fang, she's our main physical attacker, which is why we have 2 Power Gloves on her. Each one increases her strength by 250, so her strength is increased by 500. And again, the Royal Armlet increases physical and magical resistance by 15%. Finally, we have Sprint Shoes for auto haste. Alright, so upon doing that, we went ahead and made an extra Weirding Glyph and an extra Power Glove, so that you know, whenever Lightning needs it, we can put it on her as well. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now if you have any questions about how to upgrade the weapons to their ultimate forms, or how to get any of those accessories and upgrade them like I have, you can check back on the previous episodes. Everything's covered in detail. And if you need gil in order to upgrade your weapons, I have a great gil strategy back in the previous episodes. So if you have any questions, check back in the earlier episodes of the walkthrough. And once you're ready, let's go ahead and backtrack to Grand Pulse. So we need to go to Grand Pulse. So we're at the narthex right in front of the final battle. Let's go ahead and turn around and warp through the warp gate behind us. This will return you to the entrance of Orphan's Cradle. Alright, so once you're back at the entrance of Orphan's Cradle, go ahead and run up to the intersection. And if you need to go to Eden, you can turn left and take that warp gate back to Eden. If you need to grind for gil or CP, you can head there. Otherwise, if you're ready to get the growth egg, turn right and let's return to Grand Pulse. So let's go ahead and enter the warp gate and warp to Grand Pulse. Alright, so the warp gate to Grand Pulse will take you to Vallis Media, right by the base camp, which is where we first originally came to Grand Pulse in the first place, back in the main storyline. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take the small bridge to the left. Or actually, here's a Cie'th Waystone right here. So right next to the warp gate, as long as you've completed Cie'th Stone missions 1 through 34, you'll have all of the teleport stones activated, meaning you can travel anywhere, which is why it was very important to complete Cie'th Stone missions 1 through 34. If you've been following the walkthrough, you should have done that, so that's why it was so important, and I explained it was important back in the earlier episodes of the walkthrough, because now instead of having to running where we want to go, we can simply teleport and get there a whole lot faster. So go ahead and choose the teleport, and in order to activate Cie'th Stone mission 55, we're going to head to Orba, the village proper. Now if you don't have this warp stone or any warp stones activated, I hate to say it, but you're going to have to run all the way there. Alright, so once you make it back to Orba, go ahead and turn right.
I'm tougher than you thought, huh?
Alright, so turn left. And let's go ahead and head to the Sea Stone, which can be found at the top of the school in Orba. So we're going to make our way there now. Let's eliminate any enemies in our way.
Feeling nervous?
Alright, so go ahead and head into the school, which is at the lower part of Orba, down by the docks. Alright, once inside the school, head over to the left and enter the hallway. Then turn right and take the stairs up to the top. And whenever you reach the roof of the school, to the left you'll find a sea stone. That'll start mission 55. So go ahead and examine that. And this is it. Sea stone mission 55. Can't we all just get along? The mark is Neo Ochu. And the location is Archlight Steep, Agris Pasture. So let's go ahead and start this mission. Now we're going to have to head to the Archlight Steep, and you need a chocobo in order to access this mission. So if you don't have chocobos unlocked, you can refer back to the walkthrough, and I cover how to unlock chocobos and all that good stuff. You need to beat Sea Stone Mission 14. Alright, so let's head back to the teleport stone here in Orba so we can teleport to the Archlight Steep. And let's go ahead and teleport to the let's teleport to the northern high plain. You could go to the Horoi Archaeologist and you'd be closer. But I don't know if there's a chocobo nearby. There should be, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to the northern high plain. Alright, once you're back on the northern high plain, let's go ahead and turn right and head up the slope. And just at the top you should find a chocobo. Let's go ahead and hop on this guy. Alright, so once you're back at the Archlight Steep and you have the Sea Stone Mission 55 activated and you're on a chocobo, as you can see, the mark is on a side path back at the south end of the Archlight Steep. So just look for all these circular waystones. There's 7 of them in a circle. You need to go just past that and hug the left-hand wall. And then if you're on a chocobo, you can jump up and take the narrow path to the area where the mark is. So let's head in that direction now. Alright, so once you pass the Cie'th waystones, go ahead and hug the left wall. then jump up top. And just take this narrow path and you should see the mark over in the corner at the opening. And they're over my treasure. Oh no, they're not. Alright, now once you got that, let's go ahead and jump off the chocobo. Alright, so right in front of us, you'll see the mark for mission 55. Alright, so